So tonight on the Wrestling Heat, we have more budget cuts coming our way in the WWE and a little bit more wrestling news. So stay tuned and let's get this video started right now. And alright, wrestling fam, the very first piece of wrestling news that I got up in the lineup tonight is about NXT UK and the women's champion over there, or I should say the former women's NXT UK champion is Kaylee Ray. She has had a very long reign as champion over there in the NXT UK side of things, and I have it written down. She has 649 days as NXT UK Women's Champ, and I say that is, one hell of a run, especially with how it is now in the wrestling biz. But the new women's champion over there on the UK side is Miyako Satamaru. Hopefully I did not butcher the hell out of her name. She's a badass, just came from Japan, and she's a heavy hitter, and she will definitely knock you out with one of her kicks. But just want to say congratulations to her on winning the NXT UK Women's Championship. I don't know if you'll have a long reign like Miss Kaylee Ray did. 649 days. That is remarkable. That is awesome. You did your thing over there in the UK side of things. I don't know if she'll be coming over to to the US side of things, but she held that title for a good minute, and that's definitely a pretty damn awesome reign as champ over there. So, if you have anything to add onto that about the match, I haven't watched it yet, but I would like to know if there's so many good spots I need to watch, because I will be watching in a little while, probably tomorrow or the next. But speaking about the next, moving on to the next piece of wrestling news. And alright, the next piece of wrestling news that I got for you is about Triple H in a conference call that he did either yesterday or the day before, and it has to deal with a pay-per-view that many of us have asked for again, and we haven't got it. And that pay-per-view is, Evolution. We've seen that. We wanted more of it. And in the conference call, Triple H said, another WWE all-women's pay-per-view is not a must-have in the WWE. I can see by, the business point of view, last time they had the all-women's pay-per-view, it didn't really do all that well, but it was freaking awesome, and I loved it, and it was a big, show of the WWE's women's roster, which was pretty damn good at the time. Right now it's a little bit of a mess, but hopefully that will change soon. I don't know, but what do y'all think about that? Do y'all think that the all women's pay-per-view is not a must to have in the WWE? I would say it would be good for the women's morale to let them know on the main women's roster that you are wanted. We do want to showcase you, and that at least that's what I would do. If I was a millionaire, or I should say a billionaire, I'd be able to fork out a little bit of money to showcase my beautiful badass women. So with that being said, what do y'all think about that? And also, I believe Triple H has said also in the same little interview thing that us fans are the ones that is killing the product. I gotta say that is kind of BS. We only want the best for the company. We want the wrestling companies to thrive. We want to see some stuff that we would actually want to see. and not just jamming stuff down our throats like they were doing with Roman Reigns, you know, years back. And now, he's got a pretty good foothold as the tribal chief. But yeah, what do y'all think about that? Let me know in the comments down below. And we're moving on to the next piece of wrestling news. And alright, next up in the wrestling news is about a man that you can't see, and his schedule for the movies are starting to wind down, and it looks like we will be seeing John Cena at SummerSlam, and I do believe they want to make this year's SummerSlam like WrestleMania. I don't really know what that deal's about, but I'll dig into it a little bit more in the next video. But John Cena, he's on his way back, and it looks like he might be having a feud with the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. I don't know. Would you like to see him go against Bobby Lashley over on the Raw side of things, or would you like to see, part 2 of Roman and Cena? We remember what happened last time, with the whole, break the third wall and Roman Reigns kind of forgetting his lines, and John Cena just just being a protagonist and just, ragging on the dude. But yeah, it looks like John Cena's schedule is freeing up for a WWE return. Are you happy about that? We haven't seen him for a good while. I think the last time we seen John Cena is whenever The Fiend got a hold of him and that whole weird, match that they had. But yeah, are you happy? Let me know down below. Or, you're not happy. Let me know. Next piece of wrestling news, if I can speak good English. And alright, this next piece of wrestling news kind of has me scared for the talent, for the wrestlers, for the people behind the scenes in WWE. It looks like WWE is not finished with the budget cuts, aka releases from the WWE. I'm not sure who it's going to be, but there's been a lot of rumor, a lot of speculation that it is not over just yet. I don't know if it'll be more NXT talent, more NXT UK, or main roster. But yeah, it kind of has me scared, and I don't know about y'all, but I don't think WWE could go on releasing all this talent before they go on the road. I find that just a little nuts, but Mr. McMahon is very, very nuts. We know that lately, but yeah, folks, it looks like WWE ain't done. WWE is not done with letting budget cuts go, aka releases. Kind of scared. Don't really want to see any more wrestlers lose their job, but I know there's a whole other, they can make their money on the indie scenes and stuff like that, but I like to see, them where they've wanted to be ever since they were a kid, and that was WWE. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know, who do you think is going to be cut if this is true and they're not done, releasing talent? Let me know who you would want to see go out the door, if anything. I don't like seeing anybody lose their job, but some of the writers, it might not be their fault. It could be Vince McMahon, ripping up, the scripts like he usually does before he gets in, and then like 2 hours before it goes live, got to rewrite everything. But I don't know, folks. WWE, I don't know what what in the hell they're doing, but we will see as time goes by. I don't want any more releases. How about y'all? Let me know down below. And moving on to the next piece of wrestling news. And alright, wrestling fam, the very last piece of wrestling news that I have for you. We were just talking about WWE might be releasing more talent, might be backstage hands, we don't really know, but it is said there are more releases. But with that being said, also talks, rumors about some talent coming back that they have released, I'm not sure how true this is, and if it is true, I would like to see some familiar faces back before they go on tour, the live shows, all that stuff. It's been said that Aleister Black, he might be on his way back because his release might have been a mistake, and also a lot of the wrestlers backstage are really lobbying for him to come back. And it's also being said that Samoan Joe might be on his way back to NXT. And I gotta say, if that is true, that is freaking awesome. And I am pretty damn hyped to see some matchups that we haven't seen yet in NXT with Samoan Joe, because there's a whole heap of new talent. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, would y'all be hyped to see some wrestlers come back, and would they want to come back? I don't know, folks. Only time will tell. And this is pretty much all that I got for you tonight. I might have another video for you tomorrow for some more wrestling news. Thank you for your watch time. Thank y'all for even clicking on the video to see what I have to say on some of these matters. And I just want to say thank y'all very much. Thank y'all for, your support over on my Instagram and stuff like that, telling me to push through making these videos. So that's exactly what I'm doing. Y'all got me hyped. I love y'all. Y'all have a good weekend. Don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive. I miss you, Mr. Suds. And forever and always, ladies and gentlemen, you should already know to keep it just a little bit too sweet, baby. Y'all enjoy your weekend, and I am out of here.
Fourth pack is back, cause I'm mass destruction. Guess who's here? The bad boys of wrestling. Just